Hi everybody, it's Jamie from Jamie Fight Nutrition. How are you today? I'm sorry if my hair looks a little funky, I just washed it, but what I wanted to tell you today is I just had a fantastic workout, which I know I've said on my videos before, is that when you do something that makes you so happy and starts your day off like energized and relaxed, it makes for the rest of the day to be better. But anyway, I have to run and do carpos for the rest of the night and everything, so I just wanted to show you what I'm making today for lunch because I'm so hungry. Okay, I am making egg white pizzas, which again, for my gluten-free fans, just like my gluten-free daughter, she loves this also. If I don't happen to have any zucchini or eggplants around or portobello mushrooms to make her pizza on, sometimes I just make her this egg white pizza. And what I'm showing you is, again, hi Debbie. What I'm using again is the Pampered Chef saute pan. Again, this one has the removable handle. So again, there's no rivets for the food to get stuck in. It's an 8-inch skillet. The handle comes off for easy washing and easy storing in your cabinet. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put it on like a little bit of a flame. And I just put a tiny bit of oil in just to coat it. And here I have some egg whites, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm putting in 2 egg whites right into the pan, okay? And I'm just swirling it around. You want to swirl it around until it settles to coat the whole bottom of the pan because the egg whites are going to be the base of your pizza, okay? So I'm just going to set it here to cook a little bit, and as it turns white, you just keep swirling it around a little bit so that it coats like the whole bottom of the pan. Now you could use more egg whites. I just happen to have 2 left in my package, and that's the right portion for me, so that's why I'm doing it. But you can see here, if you can see my pan, you can see the egg whites are starting to form. They're starting to get white. So while we're waiting for that, you can certainly put any spices that you want, but I like to put a little bit of Italian seasoning. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little Italian seasoning on there, and then you can put salt or pepper, whatever you like. But I happen to like the Italian seasoning, and I like to put a tiny bit of oregano. Here it is, oregano. And now you can see, if you can see here in the picture, is that my egg whites are really starting to form nicely. Can you see that? Like they're really starting to form. Can you see that it's like totally white? Okay, so as soon as these last 2 egg whites form, we're just waiting for them to cook. You do want, I don't want it to slide around, but I just want to shake it so that it gets everywhere, okay? I messed that up a tiny bit, but you can see how it's forming, right? Okay, once those egg whites finish cooking, we're going to put some sauce. I'm going to put some pizza sauce and cheese. Okay, now I happen to have shredded cheese here, but another thing to do if you're watching your weight and you don't want to, I want to use up this cheese because my kids left it over and I don't want it to get moldy before we use it all. And you see this is starting to slide around. So this is firm. You see it's firm because it can slide back and forth in my pan, right? Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to put your sauce, okay? And I'm just going to put a little, maybe 2 or 3 spoons of sauce, and you're going to, do you see what I'm doing here? That I'll put a little bit more. Okay. And you just spoon the sauce around the edge of the egg white. Can everybody see this? I'll lift it up in 1 second. Okay. I'm going to show you what it looks like. See how I spoon the sauce? I don't know, can you see that from here? You see the sauce? Okay, so I spoon the sauce all along the bottom of the pan, and then you're just going to sprinkle the cheese. Now, what I was saying before about the portion control, if you wanted to make a pizza and you know that you just wanted to use 1 ounce of cheese and you didn't want to leave it to chance, what you can do is get one of those string cheeses, like the Miller string cheeses or the Polly-O string cheeses, whatever string cheese that you use, and take 1 stick of string cheese and break it up over the top of your pizza. When you break it up over the top of your pizza, you will have no idea how melty it gets and how perfect it is. It's just I happen not to have any of them because I need to go to the market and we're out, and I happen to have this shredded cheese. So that's what it looks like. And then you just lower the flame and you just leave it to cook in your pan like that just until the cheese melts. Now once the cheese melts, you just slide it out of the pan onto a plate and you will see that you are going to have the most gorgeous egg white pizza, and it is so delicious because you know what? It's all protein, and it's basically all protein and vegetables, unless you want to top it. Now, if I had vegetables to top it with, because I'm in a rush and I'm running to carpool and I don't have it handy, you could put mushrooms, you could put sliced tomatoes, you could put whatever you want on top to top the pizza. But you can see here how it's looking. Can you all see that? Maybe like that. Can you see that? It's sliding right out, and I'm just waiting for the rest of the cheese to melt, and then I'm going to have a perfect pizza. Now, again, this is another gluten-free option for anybody that's watching gluten, that wants to have a lighter lunch, a high-protein lunch, and watching their weight, or it's a good thing for kids. It's a great thing to make kids when they come home from school for a snack, because it's like giving them something really satisfying, and that's a good way to hold kids over from eating junk when they get home from school. So if you have kids that before going to a soccer practice or a soccer game that are really hungry, and you don't want them to fill up on junk, and you don't really feel like, filling celery sticks with peanut butter or cutting up vegetables with hummus or something like that, this is a great snack for the kids, because you saw I made this in 10-15 minutes. You can make it right when they come home or right when they come home, and while the cheese is melting, they can put their own stuff on top of it. So if they want to put like sliced tomatoes or mushrooms or peppers or whatever they like, the kids can top it however they like, and that basically you're giving them egg whites, which is all the protein in the egg, plus some cheese, whether you use low-fat cheese or whatever cheese you want, and some sauce. So it's a really good, healthy snack that is filling, because the protein in the egg whites will keep them full for a long time. So if you need kids to eat something before, like a sporting event, or because you're going out and you're not going to have dinner for a long time, this is a really good thing to have. So my pizza's almost done. I will post a picture on my story how I slide it out, because I need to go grab a plate, which is on the other side of my kitchen. So as soon as this is done, in about 2 minutes, I will post a picture on my story sliding it right out of the pan onto a plate so that you can see how